Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Author Doc B. She's in the building. And guess what? We have a special treat for you tonight. Oh, you don't want to miss it. So please click like and share. I'm going to actually turn it over to the co
Mhm.
host tonight. He's going to tell you what Bring It to the Table is all about. And I am actually being interviewed and talked to tonight about my pilgrimage. So I'm going to turn it over to you, co host.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Sister Doc B. Assalamu alaikum. And yo, as she already mentioned, please click like, share, because it's going down here at Bring It to the Table. We talking about the live podcast that's addressing social justices, issues in our community, equality, and the freedom that's needed for proper healing. But tonight we got something special. But let me just go a little further to let you know that we address everyday people who have overcoming conquering and surviving all types of addictions and traumas and are living beyond their dreams. We want to remind you that this is a podcast, is a spinoff from Dr. Felicia Burton's book entitled The Three C's, How I Survived Crack, Cancer, and COVID-19. Let's not forget her memoir, ladies and gents, right? The self-help tool book, which is a 30-day, right? A 30-day book that was also nominated one of the best on Amazon recently, and Health is Wealth. But tonight, as you know, we are being streamed Spotify, Facebook, Twitter, Indeed. Come on, few pages on Facebook. So listen, click, like, share. What? Listen, y'all better get here tonight because it is going down. Because we talking about
Going
something
down.
that every Muslim needs to make once in their lifetime is the Umrah. That's the visit to the city of Mecca. We got, listen, they got a new name. Let me give you their name. They're the Umrah sisters, right? Check it out. They have got the Umrah sisters in the building. We got Sister Aysiah, Fatimah, Halimah, and Kareemah, right? So we're going to do this right now. We're going to welcome, we're going to bring them on. Then I'm going to open up with a dua because it wouldn't be right if they not open up with the dua that's known inside the Islamic world. My sisters, how are y'all? You know,
No,
I'm
I'm
ready
on a
to
live
Salam
podcast.
alaikum.
Hey
Woo,
guys,
woo, woo. I can't believe it. Oh my God. Is that Iman Jibril? Is that Jibril? Iman Jibril. Iman
calling
Jibril.
you, bro.
Oh my
Alhamdulillah.
God. I love him. I'm telling you,
Assalamualaikum.
Azam,
There he
wa
is.
alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Iman
How y'all
Jibril.
doing?
It's,
We got
oh my
Alhamdulillah.
God, it's
building
so good to
Yaki.
see you. How you feel? You feel better?
I feel healthy. I feel everything. I'm good.
Is that Betty?
I
Alhamdulillah.
feel, yeah.
No, that's my daughter,
Oh, that's the one. Oh, she could not stop talking about you, daughter.
Sahar.
Let me
That's my
tell you
baby,
that.
Sahar.
She could not stop talking about you,
Okay,
daughter. I'm
let's get
telling you, I know
started.
you like doing this stuff.
Let's get started. I don't want to take up too much of everybody's
Yeah.
time.
Okay, all right, all right. Well, go ahead, Azam. Go ahead. You can
All
take
right.
it over from here
I'm your
because
Real
co-host.
fast, real quick too.
Yo, for
go
me to
ahead,
go
break
fast,
your fast, do
yo,
what you gotta
Kareemah, that's
do.
not right. Word up. That's not right.
We had to
Very
break.
Anyway, assalamu alaikum, rahmatullahi barakatuh. My brother Azzam, co-host here at Bring It to the Table with Sister Arthur Doc B, but she's going to be interviewed today, so stay on your sideline, just enjoy it. And as I open up with a dua, I will say it in Arabic and translate it for those that are listening, and I will let you know what it is actually what I said. أعوذ بالشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. And basically what it said that verily all praise, right? All praise is for Allah. We praise him, we seek his aid, and we seek his guidance. We seek refuge in Allah from the evil within ourselves and our evil actions. For whomever Allah guides, there's no one that can lead him astray, and whoever led astray, there's no one to guide him. I bear witness that Allah is without partner. He's alone. He who we worship. And I also pray that Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the last and seal of the prophets. May Allah be pleased with him. Assalamu alaikum. The Umrah sisters are in the building. And look, I was excited, yo. I was there with y'all. Lord understand that, right? But we're gonna give to the audience like what that journey was like All of y'all gonna get the same question, right? And y'all gonna have like 2 to 3 minutes each, you know what I'm saying, to share what was that like for y'all, right? And the first question is this: when y'all even started planning, right? When the planning stage, what was that like? Just knowing that I'm planning, and I know there was a lot of inshallah, you know what I'm saying, may Allah. What was that like, first and foremost? And again, for the audience, what this is our fifth pillar of Islam, which is once in a lifetime, a Muslim with halal money, means lawful money, right? That we must make this trip to the holy city of Mecca, inshallah. So what was that like? I mean, one of y'all could take it off. It doesn't even matter which
Well,
one.
then Halima may have to go, or she may have to leave at 8:22, so we can let her go first.
Okay, come on, Sister Halimah.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for having me,
Alaikum
guys.
salam.
I love my Umrah sisters. A bond that is not matched. Like the bond that I built with these sisters, some that I've never met in my life, is going to be an unforgettable experience for me, and I take it with me wherever I go. Whenever I speak of my Umrah stories to anyone, I start off with you guys, like my Umrah sisters, because we experienced so many beautiful blessings together. Well, my story was how I got invited to the house of Allah. I was chosen by a group who was giving Zadaqah Jariyah for their father, and they picked someone to go, and it just so happened to be me. Mashallah, my son and his wife also won an essay contest. They won an essay contest, and this was last year. They won an essay contest to go to Umrah. And it just so happened that our trips started to coincide with each other. We started looking for a package. And if you know anything about Brother Ghani's trips, it's top notch. Everybody wants to go with Brother Ghani. Everybody wants to go. So I'm like, oh, Allah, I'm making dua. Please allow me to go with Brother Ghani. And then my son was having issues with his passport, things like that. But I want to say a week before Brother Ghani opened up a space for all three of us. His passport came on time, and we all made it. MashaAllah, we all made it. In the experience, that was a blessing right there. Like I knew that it was a call and an invitation, truly just for us, because of the circumstances we were in, because we were having so many, little malfunctions here and there. And just by way, like, mashallah, we didn't have to pay anything. We were awarded these trips. So
nothing.
It was a blessing.
Yeah.
It was a blessing. It was a blessing. And then it was beautiful, mashallah.
Her story is incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible.
So once we get there, we're paired with a group. We don't know who we're going to be with. It's just me and my daughter. And we meet Sister Fatimah and Sister Aysiah. And we're like, okay, we're going to be with the old heads, and, we'll help them out for whatever they need and things like that. So they put us in a room. They call it a quad room. Our first room, 4 beds lined up tight. So much so that if we rolled over, we'd be on somebody else's bed. That's how bad it was. Fatima got in there. She was like, "Assalamu alaikum, guys." I introduced herself, but right here, we ain't staying here. She made it really clear. She was just like, "Listen, y'all rocking with the old heads. We like to move a certain kind of way. This is not happening." She went to sit down on her bed, and her bed broke. The edge of the bed broke, and she was like, "Oh, that's it. I'm out." So 5 minutes into us unloading our bags, she goes downstairs. She said, "I'll be right back." And I'm like, "Oh Lord, we're Medina. I hope it don't go crazy." And she keep her sense of where she is and her composure. She came back up. She was like, "Okay, guys, the guy will be up to get our bags, and we're going to a suite with a kitchen and 2 rooms and things like that." And mashallah, this was the first day we walked in, and it was blessings just like that. They upgraded our room. We all had our own space. A beautiful view. A beautiful view of the Prophet's mosque. Mashallah. It was meant to be. Everything just kept going. It just kept going in like this purposeful movement. And then we shared our stories with each other. Like it was amazing. They invited my son in every now and then. He led the slide when they couldn't make it out or we were
Oh,
just too
that's Iman
exhausted.
Jibril.
My son
Oh, I
right
love
there,
it.
and we would have
I,
little small tallies and we would talk and
hold
they
on,
would share their
Halima. Hold
stories.
on, Halima.
Yeah.
Azzam, her son is the next up and coming imam. He will be on our show.
Alhamdulillah.
He will be.
Absolutely.
He's the imam at his high
You
school.
are
He's the
going
imam at his
to
high school.
love
Yes.
him. You're gonna love
Absolutely.
him.
Yeah.
Mashallah, tabarakallah.
I got so much high hopes for him, man. I'm telling you.
It's beautiful.
His
It's just
story is
beautiful. The
amazing.
stories.
Story's amazing.
I mean.
Thank you, sister. That was beautiful. Please click like
You're
and share.
welcome. But yes, we had a.
Click, like, share. Come on, where you at, people? We got comments coming in.
I'm gonna stay on so as long as I can. So you guys go ahead and share the rest of your stories. If I click off, then that's just me going to the prayer.
All right,
So,
we appreciate you, Sister Halimah. Alhamdulillah.
You can always come back, and you can always come back.
Of course, inshallah.
Each of y'all end up getting a solo because I know y'all need that much time with everything that happens.
Listen, all of us individually do so many major things. So many major things.
Your own highlight by yourself. I'll make sure that speak with Dr. Doc B and make sure y'all all get your highlight for a whole. You get the whole 45.
But before she go, I really would like Halimah to tell the audience who she is and what she does, because
And what
where
she
they
does.
can find her in the city of Philadelphia, because it's important, because she's definitely a community. She's down for Islam. That's what she does. And so I want her to introduce herself before she go.
So yes, I'm Halimah Shahid.
I hope we didn't lose her. Not now. Come on now. Click, link, share, do all that old good stuff. Subscribe.
Yep.
We are in the building with the
frozen,
Umrah. She's frozen. Oh,
Yep,
man.
she's frozen. She outside. Okay, so
it's the computer error. We can't blame Shayla right now. Here she comes. Look like she's coming back.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yes. All we heard was your name.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm Halimah Abdul Shahid, and I've been a child care provider for over 10 years. I own my own child care facility. I left a major corporation to pursue my own career so that I could teach our babies Islamic education as well as a proper academic education at an earlier stage in their lives. So that's what I currently do now. I also am a health and wellness coach. I train on the weekends, and I provide people with healthy lifestyle tips and training tips as well. So
Dad, you be getting it in.
yeah, so yeah,
don't she?
every
ain't no
day,
joke.
you're able to tune in and work out alongside me. On Fridays, we do a live training session at what is that, 6:30 a.m. And everyone's free to join. It's live on Instagram. So if you feel like you want to jump into the wellness realm, just hop in on that Friday where I offer a free training session every Friday.
And what's the name of the Instagram?
So my health and wellness page is Her Wellness, and then my personal page is Lima Bean at Lima Bean 63, and then my child care page is like Jamaican. I got so many different pages.
Shut up.
HLA. What is it? Learning Center. I think that's what it is. I forget, but that's me in a nutshell. And yes, I do as much as I can for the community.
Now we're gonna get it all written down and upload it to the Facebook page and all of that, so y'all can actually have it. So please come out, inshallah, and support the sister. And you just said something that's phenomenal, because I got little Jihad and Asmina. Those are my youngest, and I swear they need to be in Philly right about now. Because I'm doing self-teaching with Jihad right now, because he lives with me.
They call Philly Little Mecca. Philly is Little Mecca
right now. But Shukran, may Allah continue to reward you. Thank you for coming out. And again, you will be invited back. We are here at Bring It to the Table. It is going down with the Umrah sister. We about to hear from another one right about now. Thank you, Doc, for putting up some pics. Y'all see those pics she's putting up? That's straight from the east right there all day, every day. Oh, they got the cat at the masjid. Look at that. Ah, alhamdulillah.
Those cats everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every
Yeah.
masjid we went to. Every masjid we
Every
went
masjid.
to.
Cats and birds.
See, you got
Cats
to
and
meet little Betty. You got to meet little Betty. I got to bring little Betty on. They got to do these. They got to do this separate.
Okay.
You want to go next, Aysiah?
Because you're gonna be the closing, Doc B. You're gonna be the closer. You know you gotta be the closer.
Okay.
So you're gonna hit him in the head. So Sister Kareemah or
Aysiah
which
go.
one y'all want to go? Aysiah, come on, Aysiah.
My name is Aysiah. And the way I ended up going to Umrah, because I made my intentions about 6 years ago when I woke up from a coma. And I made the intention, and nobody knew what I was talking about. I was drooling. Oh, I like that picture. I was drooling. I couldn't talk. I mean, I couldn't even lift my head off the bed, and I couldn't even sit up. And I said, I'm going to Umrah. I'm going to the Middle East. And everybody was, what is she talking about? The only thing that I remember was that I was a Muslim. And where was my chemo? That's the only thing that I remembered. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. That's the only thing that I remembered. And everybody, the doctors and everybody was like, is she okay? But I knew that I was okay, even though I didn't know the extent of the damage. And then I was able to make my intention. I was able to pay for it. And I got to go and I got to see the most amazing things on earth. You know, the one that made me what it impressed me and like, okay, this is real was when Kareemah pushed Fatimah and they were trying to tie my shoes. I was like, oh, okay.
Excuse
Because
me.
then everybody became the Barakat chasers.
Barakat
And it was
chasers.
like
Yep.
that was
She got so
amazing
mad
to
at me
me.
that I tied your shoes. I was like, no. Let me tie them. Let me do it.
Yes. And Halimah was always making sure that I didn't get lost because I got a brain injury and I'm a little slow, and everybody just took care of me. And I was just amazed of the sisterhood that we have. Thanks for letting me share. Because I don't feel like crying up in here.
It was beautiful.
Thank you, sister, man. Love you, please with you.
Oh, cry baby, cry baby.
Yes, I am.
Now,
I'm a
before
crybaby,
Kareemah
and
go,
it's okay.
before Kareemah go, oh, cry baby, where the babies at? Where the babies at?
Kareemah, you up, sister Kareemah's in the building.
No, but wait a minute. Only thing I gotta say something. I gotta say something about Kareemah. Now watch this. Only thing I gotta say is rock 'em out, boom. I was hoping you said it. Yo, when she the sister bad to the bone. I'm telling you, she bad to the bone.
I grew up on the Talbia, so
she bad to the bone.
I am Kareemah Abdul Rahim. Born and raised, I'm a Philly girl, like all of us. But alhamdulillah, I was raised in the masjid, raised in masjid law, and I alhamdulillah grew up surrounded by people going on Hajj, because Brother Ghani is best friends with my dad. So he's like my uncle. So, and he started Amwaz and Hajj group in 1992, and I was born in 1990. So I don't know a time without the Hajj group. So I grew up seeing the believers go off, like going to the send off. Brother Ghani used to have a bookstore on Broad Street, and we would go, even if we didn't know anybody going. You just went to the bookstore because you knew that people from Philly were on their way to Mecca. Like you knew.
Right.
You just went. Right. Alhamdulillah, my parents went together in 96 and made Hajj, and my dad has been over 8 times. He's made Hajj and Umrah every single time with Brother Ghani, and now I'm going to cry. Okay, so So, alhamdulillah, my cousin made Umrah with Brother Ghani back in October. And he shared everything with me, and we talked all the time. And when he got back, he was like, "You need to go." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Inshallah." He was like, "No, you need to go." And he was like, "Make sincere intentions, and you don't know what Allah is going to do for you, you know?" And
Mm.
I didn't have any money to go on Umrah, but I'm like, I'm gonna make this dua. I'm gonna make a sincere intention. And
Yeah.
when I tell y'all, Allah just moved the financial burden from me. Um, of my Umrah trip,
Mm.
I paid 500 of my own dollars. That's it. Some of the money I know where it came
Wow.
from. Some of the money I have no idea. I, I didn't ask, and the law apparently didn't want me to know. But there were people
There you go.
generously gave because Allah told them to. I don't.
Exactly.
It's
Mm-hmm.
the only thing that makes sense in my head. And
Yeah.
I, alhamdulillah, made Umrah with my Ummi. And that's
Amen.
my twin. That's and
Mm-hmm.
Allah just blessed us. And I'm her only girl. I'm my parents' only daughter. And I have amazing relationship with her. And to be able to have that experience with her, Allah is truly, truly merciful. And it was crazy. I was just telling one of my friends a couple days ago how Umrah happened for me because I was born and raised in Islam, and alhamdulillah, born and raised in the masjid. But when you get to like your teens and your 20s, you feeling yourself. Now, I didn't lose my mind. Okay. Now, I was still a practicing Muslim, but I didn't seek knowledge as much. And you know what they say? If you don't use it, you lose it. So
Right.
there were certain things, I'm in college, and then I'm grown, I got a job, I think I'm doing it, you know what I mean? And I
Mhm.
wasn't as willing to seek knowledge as I was when I was younger. And then now that I'm in my 30s, I was like struggling with the fact that like I know I knew this. Like I know I knew this. Like I was taught this in madrasa when I was younger and kind of beating myself up a little bit. And alhamdulillah, there was a sister's class at Masjid Allah with Sister Talaba, who was my childhood instructor. And
Mm.
she ignited that passion of learning back in me. Now, this is back in March, April of last year, so almost a year ago. I
Right.
I wasn't even thinking about Umrah. So I started with her. She would give me little things to do, reading the Quran. We were looking up hadith. She's giving me books and stuff. And then we go through the class. I helped put together this whole class. Alhamdulillah, we put a book together and it's on Amazon from the class. And then I took her Arabic class right after that. Because I'm
Wow.
like, okay, I'm a student again. Okay, all right, I can do this. And I was feeling more confident. And I feel like Allah is my witness. Allah was lining up my life so that
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
I think I sent her the link. Oh, I think I sent Umi the link. I didn't realize I sent her that link. I probably sent her the
Oh my
wrong link.
God.
I didn't realize I sent Umi
You
my
didn't
link.
tell
I,
us she was
No, no, that's
coming.
okay.
I didn't do that on
Don't get
purpose.
lost.
I just
That's
wanted
the
to
law.
share
That's
the
the
link with
color.
her.
Don't even worry
I'm
about it.
sorry.
Assalamu alaikum.
We have a special guest in the building, Sister Halimah.
I didn't know. I just wanted to share the link so Umi can watch, but I gave her the link that Sister Fatima gave me. I didn't realize that. So Umi just came on as
That's the will of Allah. That's how you do.
Phenomenal.
Right, mommy?
Phenomenal.
wow.
Only in the building.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here because I tried to do it on my computer and it didn't work. So I'm on my phone and
That's
hold
a
on for
law.
1 minute.
Listen, nothing
Because I
happens without Allah's
You
permission.
stay
That's
right
why
there.
you're
You
here.
doing it right.
hold
You
on
doing
for
it
You're
right.
one
You
doing
minute.
stay
just
right there.
fine.
You doing it
That was
right.
not on purpose. I
Quinn.
promise you. I'm just like, oh, I
That's
want Umi to
okay.
watch
I
it.
loved
And
it. I
That's
love it.
good.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Keep telling your story. Wow.
so yeah, so
Okay.
I feel like Allah was just lining up
Yes.
like my iman, and I would have not one been confident enough to even make my intentions without reigniting
Mhm.
my love for learning about Islam. But then beyond that, the way Allah just moved obstacles out my way for me to
Mm-hmm.
make Umrah.
Mm-hmm.
I've always loved Allah, feared Allah. That was never a question. But to see this, like Umi says, like she says all the time, it's kind of like spooky a little bit. Like not bad, but like a little spooky, like how Allah can just do anything and everything
Yes.
if he chooses.
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
Allah was lining up my life this time last year for Umrah. You cannot tell me anything else. Like that's all I believe. Like,
Yep.
and alhamdulillah, we were able to make Umrah days before Ramadan. Come on, y'all.
Yes.
Come
Yes.
on. Like if that ain't a law,
Yeah, that's
Slide
come
In the
into
month of
Ramadan.
Shaban.
Yes.
on.
I said they
Mm-hmm.
doing
In the
it
month
right
of
before
Shaban.
Ramadan and they get back in time. I said, Masha Allah, I made dua
Days
and I finally
before.
get the experience, for real. I said, what a
Well,
blessing, man.
one of the
Right
things that
before.
I learned, but one of the things I learned is that we went in the month of Shaban, and what Shaban means is preparation,
Oh yeah,
right,
yeah. It's,
for
it's
Ramadan.
preparation for Ramadan, but that was fire right there. That right
Mm-hmm.
there. I
He
just said,
really
oh,
prepared us, though. Like
okay.
he
They
prepared
show,
us.
I said it, they showing out. I was saying, they showing out. So I was looking at the pictures. I said, oh man, y'all doing it. Yeah,
He
yeah.
followed.
You
He
know my
followed. He
God.
followed us. He followed us like no tomorrow.
Yeah,
He
Mm-hmm.
did.
I
So
watched
I
y'all
think
all
everybody
along. Like y'all
on here.
was there.
I think everybody know my part and how I was able to go, but I'll briefly share it because I really want us to get into some of the meat and potatoes about our pilgrimage and the experience, especially some of the things that we learned. One of the things that I see is good for me in my life is she challenges me a lot, and she asked me a question when we were in the room. The young heads was gone, and it was just her and I. She was like, "So what did you learn? What did you learn about yourself? What did you learn?"
What did you
And
learn?
y'all know, I'm the hood doctor, your girl, I'm around the way, all that stuff, but I'm Muslim. And I'm Muslima all day, every day, just in love
Me.
with Allah and in love with Islam.
Mhm.
And so, and another highlight was from Halimah. So I'm just telling you the significance of what each of you brought and what I left Umrah with because of each of you. But Aysiah and I just have this special relationship. It's just the way that Allah lined it up, and that's just the way it is. And I mean, real intimate and personal. But I feel like that now with each of you afterwards, and then during the way that I saw we was barricade chasing. Remember how we was doing? It was crazy. Halimah was. It was like it was nuts. Like it was. I was mash noon on that. I was like, I was in my crazy zone. I was chasing barricades, Zam. Like, and I learned that term, that lingo. I learned a lot of Islamic language and values and theory practices and Halimah is he put me with
No
he
joke.
right.
No joke.
You man,
She
he
knows
put
her stuff. She knows her stuff.
I call her. She is like the Surgeon General of Islam. Hold on, it's time to pray. What y'all doing? What we doing? We going? We doing. You going to stay? Oh, that's the janaza prayer. Okay, well, hold on. We get ready to do this, and this. And I mean, when they wanted us to do this, like, because we was on a whole itinerary, which Aysiah says they hurdled us around like we were cattle. That's what they
Cattle.
did. Had to be there on time and get there on time, and then you wait an hour and then you go. Well, with 96 people, and that was a surprise for Aysiah and I. That was a surprise. And my favorite thing, we was going up the mountain. I didn't think I could make it up. How you say the mountain? IDU mountain. How you say it,
A
Halima?
hut,
Hood.
a hut, a
With
hut.
the
Good.
battle of Hood, where they
We was
fought the
Uh-huh.
battle of
going.
Hood.
We
Oh,
was
y'all at
going.
the hood?
We was
What?
because we
Come
need to make
on.
two rakats. We need to make two rakats. Prophet went up that mountain. I need to get up there. And his sister Halima, but Kareemah said, I said, how are we gonna get up there? She looked at me with those big, pretty eyes and this one dimple, and the sun's just beaming.
I
And
said together.
she goes, together, sister.
That's it. That's it.
That was a highlight. That was like all I had been seeing already was the togetherness. She grabbed my arm, hooked me under my arm, and she said, put your left foot here,
Here.
put your
Put it
right
in this
foot
hole.
there. And it was like, put it in this.
And I was right
And
in
it
back
was
of
like
you.
we was
Let me go in front of
climbing.
you.
And then you have Halimah in the back. Was like, you got this. And like they
Mhm.
give
Got
the
it. You ain't
encouragement.
gonna fall.
And then I
Yes,
got,
the coach was in the building.
man,
You're
it
not
was
gonna fall.
profound. And then I turned around with myself, because y'all know something wrong. You know, I'm all right, but I'm all right. You know, I said, I looked at Kareemah again. I said, Kareemah, how we gonna get down?
Yeah.
She said
That
the
was the
same way
scary
we
part.
got up.
Yeah, that was the scary
The
part.
same way we got up. And
About
it was
going down
just
scary.
it
Oh
was
man,
just
that's funny.
the Aysiah kept saying her kids kept worrying about her so much. But
Mhm.
I just wanted to call them and tell them leave her alone. She having the time of her life. Like everybody is taking care and catering to her. She's going to be fine. I wanted to tell her 25 times, get off the phone. You're fine. But I wouldn't say it because I know how much she means to them and how much they mean to her. And their only dua was, Umi, come
Just come
home.
back. Yeah.
I need
Mhm.
you to come back. So
That was their only prayer was for me to come back.
Mm-hmm.
and so my story real quick, and we'll go because we're getting at the 31 half an hour. So we want to thank some of the people for coming out tonight. I see all of y'all. I see you in Africa. I see you in Canada. But I'm really not hosting tonight. I'm just telling my story and sharing with my sisters. Somebody gave me $1,000. I got managed to pay for this trip in 3 weeks. It was 27.50, and somebody gave me. I'm telling the man, I'm calling Ghani and like, I could pay you this much on this day and this much on this day, and this time I'm gonna work it out. And he was like, sister, you're gonna go. Don't
Mhm.
worry. There was one seat left on the bus on the trip. And I said, call him up. I called him up and he said, yep, there's one seat left. Somebody can't go. You can have it. And what I found out from the preparation classes is that Allah chooses us to come to his house.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's
So
Right.
it.
this is the stuff that I
There's no
learned
doubt
this
about
stuff.
it.
I wasn't
No doubt
I
about it.
wasn't already knowledgeable about that. I had to be invited by Allah to come to his
Absolutely.
house. And you talking about my intentions was made in December because the state of Georgia gave all the therapists $1,000 bonus for working the hard work that we do. And I said, I'm gonna take that money in December and I'm putting it on my trip. I'm going to Hajj. I'm going somewhere. I'm getting out of here. I need to
I'm
change
going
my
some.
life. This, that, and the third. I told that to my husband, right? And he was like, okay. All right, well, go ahead. I'll support you. What you need me to do? And so there it was. The intentions made in December. I had no idea I would be going in February. Somebody gave me $1,000. I don't know who it came from, where it came from. I don't
It's not,
know.
you're
All
not
I
supposed
know
to
is
know.
that it was in my heart and I wanted to go and I want to be different. I have not cursed since I got back. That was one of my main goals. Look,
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
All right now.
Yeah,
is the
that's
sun
great.
down? Is the sun down? Because let me see because I'm
Alhamdulillah.
that girl, but I can't be that way no more. I need my heart to change. I need my mindset to change, and I have not cursed anybody out. People are blown away at my behavior once I return to the States. So it
And
was
it's
definitely
partly because of those
worth
connections you made as well. And
Yeah.
now a group of sisters that you have to be with you for a lifetime, to keep you grounded, to keep you
Yeah.
in remembrance of Allah. At any time you feel like you're wavering in your deen, you can call us because of
Absolutely.
just that relationship that we built on Umrah.
Absolutely.
Again, Allah lined things up for us to
On
be able
purpose.
to support each other. Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
I was over there. I learned Tasha Hood over there. I've been doing this for years. Since 2005. I've been a Muslim, took my shahada in 2005. And I just been going through the motions, going through
And
the
Sister
actions, going through
Sakina
the
from
motions.
Algeria.
From who taught me that?
Sister Sakina from Algeria in the Prophet's Mosque. It was
A
on
white,
Friday
a white woman.
from
Yeah,
Algeria.
Did not look like
Algeria.
me. She didn't look like none of
Alhamdulillah.
And
us.
you remember you were like, "What? How do I do this?" And she grabbed your phone, pulled up the Tasha Hood in English and Arabic, and y'all started doing the Tasha Hood together on Friday in the Prophet's Mosque. Okay,
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
okay, because
That
that happened.
really happened. It was
That
so many
happened.
blessings. Like it was crazy. It was crazy.
You got to tell them about the Quran factory. How the brother picked you out and came running down and gave you that
And
audio
gave
The
me the
for
CDs.
you.
CD.
The
Yep.
CDs.
That was heavy for me.
That was
That was
How
heavy.
crazy.
about the lady in the elevator when the elevator doors opened? The elevator doors open and the white Muslim is standing here and she goes, sister, and she gives me a gift. Just
Yeah.
him, a gift, right? And I'm like, for me, he
Mm.
said, yeah, for you, here, for you. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is
The
going
thicker
on?
beats. Yep. She gave me the thicker beats.
The
How
orange
was
ones,
it
you
when you How
remember?
was it when you actually saw the Kaaba and you were actually in the realm of the Kaaba?
Mhm.
So if
I
I
y'all
know
don't
the
know,
Zam was going.
we're
Go
here
ahead.
at Bring It to
We
the
took it
Table.
over.
I gotta chime in real quick. I gotta let anyone know who's just tuning in. You're here at Bring It to the Table with the Umrah sisters. You got Sister Fatimah, Sister Aysiah, Kareemah, and Halimah. They're all in the building. They came back from such a journey where you get a renewed life. You get a
Renewed,
renewed life.
renewed.
You come back from there
You was slipping
totally
at any
different
point.
from when you first left, from wherever you left from. So we want to thank y'all again for all being here. I need to ask all of y'all though. I got to get this one in. What was it to walk like?
Woo!
Oh my
Like
God.
I
Forever.
want to know.
So
Like I let me tell y'all. Wait. Y'all know I got jokes. Since you know I got jokes, because y'all on here and y'all ain't get trampede. So that's why I know how did y'all do it.
just hold it.
Oh, you want to know?
So,
Oh,
all
they
right.
had a routine. Go
What
ahead,
was
go
the
ahead, Kareem.
example?
Okay.
What was the
Go
best
ahead,
example
Kareem.
I gave you? What was the best example I gave you, Fatima?
Okay, the example that you gave me was my favorite, and I still use it. I tell everybody, it's like an accordion. You know how the accordion go in and out. You gave me two actually. You gave me the birth of a baby when a
The
woman has
contractions.
contractions and you know that they're coming, and because the monitor show you, okay, it's coming, get ready,
Mm.
and then the circle get closer and it's like a contraction. You like,
You're literally getting squeezed. We were getting squeezed, like literally.
and but you're walking like this, like you
Yeah.
still
You're
walking all around,
tippy
and then
toeing.
you go,
Yeah. And then
and
it's the
then
relief.
you get relief from the
Wow.
contraction. That's how it was with the accordion when it goes in and it's playing this music. Well, as you going around, you squeeze in, and then you go. Oh. I was like
So
this going around, and I'm go ahead, Kareemah, you tell it.
so crazy it
Tell them
crazy
how they
thing
did
is
it. Tell them how they did it, Kareemah.
well, before we even got into the Haram, so we were in the Clock Tower Hotel, biggest hotel, biggest building in Mecca.
Oh,
Alhamdulillah.
5-star
See it
all
from
day.
miles
Accommodations
away.
were
See
impeccable.
it from miles
Yeah.
So
away.
Hmm.
Beautiful
we
hotel.
made
Beautiful 5
Umrah
stars.
at like midnight. So we're leaving the hotel, and I'm standing. Halimah's on my right. I remember this very vividly. So Halimah's on my right, and it wasn't on purpose. We're just walking out of the hotel. You walk out of the hotel right into the Haram, like you're right there.
Yeah.
So we're doing all this construction and stuff. So it's like these walls in front of us, and I just
Right.
happened to look up, and I'm like, "That's the
Mhm.
Kaaba."
Kaaba?
I'm like,
Mhm.
"Halima,
We start
that's
geeking
the
out. We just
Kaaba."
start
Halima was
geeking
like,
out.
"Where?" So Halima was trying to figure out where, and I'm like, "There," and I'm like pointing, and then she's like,
Mm.
"That's the Kaaba." Like, so we lose it. So that's it. So we lose it.
We just
Okay. So we
started
went to
geeking
Medina first.
out.
So back up. We went to Medina for a couple of days, and then we went to Mecca. So we already like are just on this cloud of this amazing.
Yeah.
We get to Mecca from Medina, and we didn't even
3
have time to
a.m.
do anything.
3 a.m.
Yeah. So it was no, we
Mine
started
was
at
3
like
a.m.
something. Yeah. So we go, so we're walking in, and then you have to like get through the haram to get to the floor of the Kaaba.
Right.
Brother Ghani made it very specific that the sisters were going to be in the middle, and then the brothers
what
made
he
a
did.
perimeter around us because you can get lost, you can get trampled. Like groups try to come in, and alhamdulillah, our
Push
brothers,
right through you.
they did not play about us. Okay.
Yeah.
No
They
game.
made sure that we were circled in that little perimeter they put around us. So now my story is so once we get to the floor and you're on the marble, you're on the floor, and we're all barefoot. Some of us got socks on, and I'm like, oh no, that's the Kaaba. Like, so now it went from being excited with Halimah to me like hyperventilating. Okay. So I had my glasses on and we all had masks and stuff on. And my Umi and sister Jeanette, who's really, really short, she's from Master Law. So we were like in rows of 3. So we were in the back row. So Umi's holding Sister Jeanette's hand, and I'm holding Sister Jeanette's hand. So we're like, grouped together. So I'm like, so they're like, Kareemah, you gotta breathe. And I'm like, so Sister Jeanette's like, are you breathing? I was like, no. So she was like, you gotta breathe. So now they're joking, like, you think she was in labor. They're like, breathe, Kareemah, breathe. Now I can't get out my glasses because I'm crying and my mask is on. And I'm just like, Allah chose me. And I cried my way around maybe like probably my 4th tawaf before I like, okay, all right. And I knew
You could actually say your dua. You could actually start to say your dua at your 4th dua.
Yeah, before that, I'm just trying not to fall over. So I'm like, Allah, because I'm trying to get myself together. And I knew it was the Kaaba, and not just being in the haram, because I would look away. And as soon as I looked at the Kaaba, like I was just losing again. And by the 4th time, I was like, okay, it's still there. You're still making tawafs. I like lost my count. I kept asking Jabril, what number is it? Where he's like, right. I lost my count. I'm just trying to stay.
You sure did.
Point. So I kept asking Jabril, what did Brother Ghani say? He's like, it's just
hilarious.
That one on number 3. It's okay. So once I get calm, I grabbed my phone. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I gotta get a picture. I gotta remember this. Sister Jeanette says,
she kept losing count. And they kept saying, what number?
So I went from hyperventilating to taking pictures. And they're like, oh no, she all right. She got her phone out. She cool. She okay now. That was like, yeah, I just remember asking Jabril, and probably around the 4th one, I kind of like had my composure a little bit. But it was for sure. Every time I would look away, like I'm gonna get myself together, and I would look back and I just lost it again. Like I was a mess.
Yeah. Some of the comments in the audience, some of the comments are, oh my God, it sounds so amazing. People are saying that in the comments. They're giving us a lot of heart.
Life changing.
We thank our audience for being here. Someone else, come on, give me something with the tawaf. Sister Halimah.
Well, I'll tell you, for me, I was just moving like this. I was just like stuck in the middle. I was hyperventilating. I had no breath inside of me. My breath was like lost. It kind of like went somewhere. And then there's the sister would say, look at the Kaaba. Fatimah, look at the Kaaba. And every time I looked at the Kaaba and I see this big black, and with this gold, I got a relief. I would stop. And then as I start, when it was time for the contraction to come again, I start crying again, like, oh my God.
And Kareemah and myself and Sister Aisha's husband, we focused in on Fatimah.
Yep.
When we saw that she was like almost really losing it because it was so overwhelming.
Yeah.
We had to focus her in, let her know when the release was coming. Once she started to realize it's going to be a release, she started to align herself like, okay, I can do this. Okay, how many more we got?
And then I can breathe.
Yeah, she was good. She was good.
I'm gonna get ready to leave out now, inshallah. Okay.
So I just
So
wanted
then
to
I saw
share,
her do our book.
Oh.
just share for 5 minutes. So when I got in, my reaction exactly what Kareemah said. I was spellbound. I knew what I was getting ready to witness, but I don't think I was mentally
You didn't
ready.
know.
Like I kept seeing it, but it was just like it wasn't really there. Then we kept getting closer, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's the Kaaba!" In my heart, I made a reel on my Instagram page that literally depicted every footstep that I took closer. I could hear my heart beating. It was pounding almost in like a rhythm of Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik,
Mm.
Labbaik. It
Mm.
was so surreal. It was so surreal.
That's the
I
word,
lost it in the
surreal.
first. I lost it in the first tawaf, almost similar to Kareemah. But then I was like, "Oh, I'm making the tawaf. We getting ready to go around the first mikah." So let me pull out my book. I was ready. I had my
Soon
du'as
as you got your
ready, and
book out,
I was
yeah.
walking
And
squeezed. I was
Halimah
holding
ran
my book.
around the
I was reading my book, getting squeezed. I was like, oh, like just like tighter and tighter and
was like,
tighter.
how is
And then
she
I released.
breathing right
I said,
now?
I got to focus. I got stuff to get done here. Mashallah.
She did.
But
She literally pulled out a dua book
She
and
read
very
around. I was like, how
detailed.
is she doing this?
Detailed. She was just walking and reading it. Oh Allah, oh Allah.
it
And
was
then
a
I'm looking at her
it
book
was
and
a
I start
calming
saying,
She's a
mechanism too at the
sergeant.
same time.
when I
It
seen
was
her
a
doing
calming
it, I was
mechanism.
like, La ilaha illallah. Okay, Shadallah. Okay, Allah.
Mhm.
Okay. And then I start getting into mine once I saw her pull
Yep.
out her book, but I
Yep.
still was I was frightened, but then something happened. And I realized, oh, we're all here for the same thing. This is worship. We're worshiping, and it really did turn on at some point. And then
Yeah.
to know
It's
that
not
we
scary.
could just
It stopped
walk
being scary.
outside and we can just walk outside our hotel room and go to the cover anytime we want, 24 hours a day.
Uh,
That was just like a couple of times I just went down there and just stared right through the window,
Mhm.
like looked at the box, like
Vegas
right.
in New York City doesn't have anything on Medina.
Nothing.
Okay,
Nothing.
that's the city that never
Nothing.
sleeps. That's the
Yes.
city that never sleeps.
Well, let Aysiah tell her she had a
Uh,
different type of experience.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
she
mine
did.
was
all
since I
right, guys.
can't walk.
Before I'm leaving now. I'm so thankful
Assalamu
for you guys
alaikum.
having me on. Love you guys. I'm
We
gonna get
love
in
you
touch with every
too.
last
I
one
Love
of
gotta
you.
call
you.
Assalamu
Shibli.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Wa
salam wa
alaikum
rahmatullahi wa
assalam.
barakatuh.
Come on, Sister Asia.
Well, mine was since I can't walk that kind of walk. I had my cane with me because my kids made sure that I had my cane with me. Um, I was able to take the suggestions that maybe I need a wheelchair.
Mhm.
So I did it with the wheelchair where they go around on the top.
Mhm.
And I was able to get the person that was wheeling me around. Every time we went to one of the stations, he whispered in my ear exactly what I was supposed to say and how to say it. Now that was amazing to me.
Mm.
Alhamdulillah.
And then when we went between the two mountains where Hagar was going back and
Yes,
forth,
I found Marvel.
he did the same thing. So
Wow.
my experience was like humility, being humble, being able to ask for help, and it was okay to ask for help.
You remember
That
how
was
nervous
what I
you were about being away from us? And we were
yes, and
so
it
When
was
I
like,
say
where
I
y'all
was
gonna
we
go?
nervous,
Don't
nervous.
lose me, y'all. Don't
we
lose
were
me.
so scared.
I
Like
was like,
Yes.
where's Aysiah? Every wheelchair that went by, I'm looking like, is that her? Is that her? Is that her?
millions of people.
Like
She's like, that's not her. Like
Right. She'll meet us back.
so
Relax. Like,
so what I've learned was the sisterhood, when you get into the right crew
Yep.
of sisterhood,
Yep.
they got your back.
Yep.
And I was able to relax, even though they lost me a couple times. But Ghani was like, "We only lost you 1.5 times."
Lose us. Because I feel like we always were looking for you. I feel like
we
Even
were
in the airport when they were
Kareemah.
we
We
were getting
were.
on the plane, and it was like, "Well, where's she at?" I was like, "Okay."
How long was the flight? How long was the flight?
14.
14,
Yeah. So we
14
had
hours.
going there, we flew Qatar Airlines and we went from JFK to Qatar.
Yes.
And then from Qatar to Medina was like 2 hours. So between both
Doha.
flights,
We
it was
had to
like
get
four,
off in Doha.
Doha. Yeah,
Doha.
We got
from
off in
Yeah.
Doha.
Doha.
Yeah. So
Okay.
between the two, it was like 14-ish
Yeah.
hours.
It's
And it's
definitely
crazy because like they
affordable.
have the thing where you can like track the flight. And it
Oh, it
was
was
like,
so great.
oh, 11 hours left. I'm like, oh my
No.
gosh.
And then you
Yes.
just go back to sleep. But it was the most luxury and luxurious,
It was nice. Qatar Airlines.
comfortable.
Food was
Was
good.
It was
it a
just
3 flight plane? Because I know when I went to
No.
Dubai,
Was it
it was
two?
a
Did we have
3 story.
two?
It was a, like
No,
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 No.
no,
we
Mm-mm.
we
had
didn't have, yeah, it was
no.
one, but it was
we just
huge.
had one
The
straight
view,
level,
right? You
but
could lay
three
Yeah.
back
different
and all
But it
that
was
compartments.
like
real
4
spacious.
or 5
Yes,
different sections. Yeah,
But
yeah,
they
yeah.
fed you
yes,
every couple of
Azam.
hours.
Yeah.
Azam. In other words, if you wanted to take your dad, you could, because all accommodations would be made for him. The
Yes.
Muslims over there, the way that they greeted us when we first got there, they threw
Yes.
confetti and stuff all over us. They gave us
Top tier.
roses and stuff. I mean, it
Top
was
tier.
just to top of the, and it's not that expensive, and they take payment plans
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
The
I
moment you
make
make
you
your
all my
intention,
niyat right now. Just listen to your 2025, inshallah.
Oh
And
no,
inshallah.
yeah.
and
Everybody,
like you said,
everybody
you
gotta
make
go.
sincere,
Yeah.
you
Kareemah,
make
tell
sincere
everybody
intentions.
it's gonna happen.
That's it.
It's just gonna happen.
Tell
Kareemah,
everybody.
tell
Yeah.
everybody, yeah, where they can find you and who you are,
Okay.
what you do. And I got my Cash
So
App ready. I got my Cash App ready because I looked on your Instagram and I see the
yeah,
baskets and the food. Go ahead, you
yeah.
tell
Yes.
them, and then I'll Cash
Yes.
App.
Okay.
You
Go
tell them.
ahead.
So I am a full-time entrepreneur. And my Instagram name is Reem, Reem, the entrepreneur. So Reem dot the dot entrepreneur. And alhamdulillah, I own a couple businesses. I own a custom apparel business. So our Umrah hoodies that we wore, I designed and created those. I do all kinds of work with entrepreneurs, like doing their logo apparel, their marketing stuff. So that's Pressed by Reem. And then I also own Carrie Cares Incorporated, which is a
That's the
nonprofit
one.
that I own with my cousin. And we created it to honor our great grandmother, Umi's grandma. And her name was Carrie, and she was the matriarch of the family who took care of everybody, was super selfless, always made sure everybody else was taken care of. And this was something that we created to honor her. And the nonprofit focuses on helping to provide daily essentials for people in need. So food, personal hygiene products, blankets and things like that, socks, like just anything that we take for granted that other people don't have. That's what our goal is, to provide people. And one thing that, so it's my Umi, my cousin and I, and Umi does a lot of the research, and she has she got a book, and that's the Umrah hoodies that I made, alhamdulillah. And
Mhm.
my Umi read this book, and we have to change the way that we speak about people who are homeless. Instead of calling them homeless people,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
people suffering from homelessness.
they changed the
That's
dialogue
not
on the
how
name.
they want to be defined. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because my Umi says this all the time. Nobody woke up like, you know what? I'm gonna be homeless today.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
be
homeless
on the
today.
street. I'm gonna be hungry.
Right.
I'm gonna
That's
be
right. Come
alone.
on.
You know what? I think I'm gonna do this today. That's
Right.
not how that happens. Everybody has a story, and we need to. Our goal is to serve everyone with dignity, with love, with respect. So,
The left.
alhamdulillah, so every third Saturday we are down at 15th and JFK down near City Hall, and we feed a hot meal. So we have the sternos set up, and I remember when our first time doing it, the lady was like, "Oh, this looks good." I said, "Yeah, because we're feeding you what we would eat." Like, why would we
Right.
give you something that
Right.
we wouldn't want ourselves? So we make baked ziti,
And we don't
we
eat.
make chicken stir fry, we're making baked chicken wings and mashed potatoes on Saturday. Inshallah, we
Nice.
feed them the way we want to
I
eat.
love it.
And we
I love
also
it.
ask them what they want, because they're people. So I created a survey, and Umi goes down the list. What do y'all want next month? Y'all want meatball subs? Y'all want steak? Y'all want chicken? Like, and we ask
Oh,
them,
that's
you know,
beautiful.
because it's
That's so
about them.
beautiful.
And so we have that. And then I also do an annual grocery giveaway,
Yes, you
because
do.
I'm supposed to, because Allah told me that it's something I need to do. So
Yeah.
during Ramadan, I accept all donations. It's all donation based, and we just buy groceries and give them away. So the Cash App is money sign Carrie CARRIE cares CARES and the number 1.
Wait a
So
minute, you
Carrie,
going too fast.
okay.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do it again.
Okay. CA
Dollar sign, dollar
mhm,
sign. C like
CA
Charlie, C like Charlie, K like kitten,
no C
C like
A is
Charlie,
an
A like
apple,
apple.
R is in Roger, R is in Roger, I is an igloo, E is an elephant. Cares, like you care about someone cares with an S and the number 1.
Oh,
Yes. So, and it should be an
say it
infinity
again.
symbol, a black and
CA.
purple infinity symbol. So all of the
Okay.
proceeds, so one $30 donation helps to create a bag of groceries, and we do fresh produce, we do rice, we do bagels, bread, condiments, cereal, whatever the money allows, and inshallah, the giveaway is going to be March 24th. And we usually go grocery shopping like that Friday and Saturday. The giveaway is a Sunday. And my family and friends and random people, my first year, I just came up with this idea and I was like, I'm just going to give away groceries. And alhamdulillah, in 2 weeks, we raised like $3,100. Like just from
I
me,
saw
Instagram.
that on your page. I saw that on your page and I hit the roof.
It was so bad in a good way that Umi had to get a U-Haul for me. Because I'm like, how the heck are we going to get $31,000 worth of Umi had the morning of the giveaway, Umi had to go get a U-Haul. Because we went to Sam's Club, we went to Aldi, we went to ShopRite. We gave away gift cards because we didn't have space for food. So I went to Fresh Grocer and got $25 gift cards to give
everybody freezing up.
And I'm like, because everybody knows those Ramadan blessings are different, y'all. Those Ramadan blessings, those are increased. So people just give and give. And one thing that I learned with creating the nonprofit, people want to help. They just want to know how to help. So I just want to provide a way for people to learn. You know what I mean? So I just want to provide an opportunity. And inshallah, once I create the platform, Allah is going to put it in your spirit to help.
Okay, here come mine. I got it. I got it. Here it comes. C-A-R-R-I-E. Thank you. Somebody dropped it in there. Thank y'all. I got the bomb team.
I got it before
and the number 1. So Carrie cares 1. It should be an infinity sign. I
got it. Okay.
Yep. So and make sure you put the number 1 after it.
The number 1 after where? CARR.
Carrie cares.
I got it. I did it. All right, family.
I got it. Okay. I got it. My phone just went off.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, on Bring It to the Table. I know it's our first day back after that, but mashallah, God willing, I want all of you to go in your pockets right now and cash app $30 to Sister Kareemah. We need to support our people, and we need to stop calling them homeless. Stop calling them homeless and love on the people. Okay?
Please, really quick, the website is carriecares.org. There are pictures of us, carriecares.org. So there are ways to donate.
Do you have any last? We only got 1 minute left, Azzam. You got any
like
last
an
word?
infinity sign, right?
Yes, it's an infinity sign. Yes.
It's a purple.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh my God, the chat is going crazy. Done that, did that, pending, sending now, done.
So yeah. All right,
I
everybody,
just want to tell everybody thank you for
coming. To bring it to the table with this exciting episode. This is just one of 4 more that we have to have. We're going to have each of them come back on individually to tell their whole story, because there's so much that they did not talk about and so much they did talk about. But here at Bring It to the Table, this is what we do. We bring exciting stories, and all our path is not the same, but we end up on the same journey, especially when you go to Hajj. How about that?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you heard their story, they got there through different ways, but they all ended up on such a journey that we do it once in our lifetime. So we want to thank y'all for coming out. Please share, please donate. And if you
Happy
donate
Women's
for
Month. Happy
Ramadan right now, the blessing
Ramadan.
is humongous. The
Happy
blessing is
Women's
humongous.
Month. Happy
And if you let
Ramadan.
me
All
get in
that
one
stuff.
more. When you bless, when you share, when you do something, feast to be Allah, you don't lose nothing.
Nope.
Nope.
The investment is into the hereafter. You don't lose nothing.
Nope.
Don't be afraid.